Flex up. Flex 70s music. Okay, are we ready? There's Val. We're missing Sue and Ann. They're gonna do it later, I guess. So let's go. I'm starting. Take a nice big deep breath. And exhale out. Now fold it halfway down. Bring your arms by your side. Come back up. Take another big deep breath. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. Big deep breath. Fold halfway down, bring your arms by your side. And come back up again. Nice and wide with the arms. And nice and long, right? You want to keep them nice and straight. Same with the legs. Do this one more time. Now take it up, just one arm at a time. Shift the hip to the right and the arm to the left. And then do the same on the other side. Hip comes out, really try to get up with the arm. So you're not just like, you see people that try to go like that. I want you to lengthen through this whole side body, reaching up. And then again. And just keep alternating sides. Really pushing that arm up towards the ceiling and then over just a little. It doesn't have to be a big movement to get the benefit. One more. Nice. Okay, take a nice big deep breath. We're going to take it slow. We're going to go all the way down. Push your butt back. Unweight the upper body completely. Let your head go. Just hang out here with your legs straight. Big deep breaths into your ribs. You should feel the back expand and contract as you breathe. Okay, here we're going to inhale, extend to a flat back. Fold back down, walk your hands to the front of your mat, step back to plank. Pull through to a down dog. And let's just pedal our feet here. I want to stretch out the calf muscles. So just heel up on one side, down on the other. Just walking it out. Make sure you can see the sides of your arms through your vision. Now let's hold one heel down, push it towards the floor. And then switch. So you're hanging out there 3 to 5 seconds, and then switch. Let's just do it a few more times. Whoops, there went my microphone. Oh shoot, it busted. Hold your high plank. Okay, well, that's not going to help me. Now go back to a down dog. Start lifting and lowering your legs. So keep your hips nice and square. And when you lower one leg and switch to the other, stay up on your toes. Just do a few more of these. You're warming up your glutes and your hamstrings. Okay, now let's come back to plank. Let's step your feet in so you're in bear. You got your knees right under your hips. And from here, you're going to move it forward. Pull the shoulders over the wrists and then push them back. So you're just shifting forward and back a little. And if it hurts your wrists, limit your range of motion. Maybe go further back than forward. And now come into a small dog with your heels down on the floor and your legs straight. Just hold here for a few breaths. Really try to keep the legs straight. Now we're going to take baby steps with our hands, walk it back. And from here, you're going to inhale to a flat back. Let's do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms and reach the arms nice and long, all the way up. Lift up through your thighs and engage muscle in the back of the body. And then relax. Hands to your waist, you're going to just pick up your left leg. Circle the foot. Oh, it always feels so good. Go the other way. Keep nice and tall with great posture. Now point and flex. And do it on the same other side. Do the same on the other side. Big circle of the foot. Now try to lift out of this hip. So you're trying to get taller from the top of your head. Change your direction. And now point and flex. Nice. Okay, one more little balance challenge. I'm going to have you pick up your left foot, extend this right arm out. Whoops. Extend the right arm out. Push your foot tight into the hand. Like really create a lot of activation in the front part of the leg. With that activation, I just want you to do a little hip hinge. And as you hinge forward, I want you to reach your right arm to try to touch the front of the room. And then come back up and do the same on the other side. Pick up your right foot, get this activated. Here we go with the left arm. Hip hinge, reach. And then come back up and relax. Take your feet to the width of the mat and turn your toes out. So you've just got your heels on your mat. We're going to bring your hands to heart and come down into a little squat. We're just warming up the inner thighs. And if it's not comfortable for your knees, change up the angle. Maybe don't have your feet so wide, or maybe try having them wider. And once you begin to feel like you're getting warm here in these legs, you can try going a little bit lower. But again, it's not about forcing anything. You just want to get a nice release here. Get these legs ready for weights. Okay, here we go. 2 more. Now hold down here and bring the arms out in front. Now go up an inch and down an inch. Now come all the way up. Turn your feet to face forward and sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Get tall again. Now let's do a nice slow swan dive with our feet wide. Come all the way down. Unweight your upper body. Keep your legs straight. Just breathe here. Now inhale to a flat back. And exhale back down. Walk your feet together so they're touching. This is going to force you to engage more muscle just to maintain the balance. So we're going to inhale to a flat back with our feet together. And then we're going to do a slow reverse swan dive up. Flip your palms and sweep the arms backwards. And then flip them back, hip hinge, get your butt back, and now swan dive it back down. So I want you to pay attention. How much is your weight shifting? Going left, more to the left foot, more to the right foot, you can't decide. Try to steady the body with muscle. Inhale, extend flat back. Now try it again. Equal weight in both feet, come back up. Flip your palms and bring the arms back. Nice. Now take them up Reach, get them long. And now swan dive it down. Equal weight in both feet. Legs are straight. Look through your knees to the back of the room, let your head go. Inhale to a flat back. One more time, we're coming up. Let's do it, nice and steady. Nice, flip your palms, sweep those arms back, proud out the chest. Take them up. Nice job, bring your hands to heart. One more balance challenge and then we're gonna pick up our weights. Hands to heart, take your right leg, lift it back behind you as you hip hinge forward. Spine does not flex. Leg does not bend. And then come back up. I want you to come up and down at a similar pace, which shows me that you've got control of the movement. Switch feet. Make sure the muscles in that back leg are engaged, because that's what helps you stabilize the body. We're going to do it again. You can change your pace, go faster, go slower, as long as you're coming up and down at the same pace. Last one. Okay, step your left foot forward and your right leg back. Keep that back heel on the floor. Keep your hands at your chest, fold down. Spine stays long. Go down as low as you feel comfortable and then come back up. You're releasing the back of these legs. Bringing length after sitting at a computer. They need to get stretched out. Okay, so on this last one, come down, release the hands to the floor, go into spinal flexion. So you're just completely unweighting the upper body over that leg. No weight in the hands, they're just fingertips for balance, that's it. They're there just in case you need them, but you most likely won't. Okay, now inhale and extend to a flat back. Bring your palms behind you. Clasp your fingers together. So your arms are just riding your back. You've got your fingers clasped. Lift up through the chest so your spine is no longer rounding. And then slowly come back up. Now draw the shoulders back and proud out the chest. I want you to lift your arms in the back as much as you can comfortably. And then fold back down again. Keep your arms clasped. And then come back up. And we're just gonna go up and down 3 times. Keep lifting those arms in the back. Here's your last one. Nice job. Release the arms, shake it out, bring your right foot forward, and we're just going to switch sides. So hands to heart, both heels on the floor and both legs straight. Fold down, keep your spine long. Come back up. And if you feel a little shaky or wobbly, take that back foot, move it left. So you have more distance between the feet. We're not walking on a tightrope, right? We're just trying to stretch out this body. Okay, on this last one, fingertips to the floor, fold over that leg, let your head go. Big, deep breaths. Nice, now inhale to a flat back. Take those hands behind your back. Clasp the fingers together. And then we're gonna come up slowly. Whoops, don't do what I just did. Come up slowly as you lift the arms up. Try again, hold down. Spine stays long and push through that front heel to get the torso back up. A lot of core work to make this movement happen. Lift those arms, keep them nice and high. One more time. Only because it's so good for us. Crowd out that chest. Come back up. Step your back foot in, release the arms, shake it out. Take a nice big deep breath. And do a nice slow swan dive all the way down. Nice and slow. Arms are long. Now, unweight your upper body completely. Just let it go. Okay, take your palms to the floor. I want you to step back with both feet. You're in your high plank position. And from here, go to a down dog. And then come back to high plank. And do that 4 more times. It's a great way to get your upper body ready. Moving, create blood flow. Okay, pull forward to plank, lift your left foot off the floor. Move it to the left so it's off the mat. And then go up and down with it. 1, you're just doing 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back in, do the same on the other leg. Right leg lifts, move it out to the side, go up and down 5 times. Work the full range. Nice job. Come back to a down dog. Just breathe. Come back to plank. Step your feet into bear. Bring your feet together in bear. Squeeze your knees. Come back to a small dog. Lower the knees. You're squeezing the whole time. Go back to the small dog. Come back down to bear. Just do it 3 more times. Keep squeezing your knees. Okay, once you're in bear, put your knees on the floor. I want to do some cat-cows here. So keep your toes tucked under. You're going to round your back. Let your head relax. Create as much space between the shoulder blades as you can. And now release it. Fall into the shoulders. Pull in the belly. Look up. Do it again. Round. Pushing away from the floor, creating that space, drifting the hips back a little bit, and then come into the shoulders, look forward. 1 more. Round. Drift the hips back. Come back forward, look up. Now take it to a neutral spine. Bring your right arm forward and your left leg back. And then bring your knee and elbow to meet in the middle. I'd like your back to be in flexion. And I'd like you to lift that knee up as high as you can. And then extend back out again. Stay on the same side and do it 4 more times. You can make this as easy as you want or as hard as you want. Nice. Now, once you've done 5 on that side, switch to the opposite side. So we're going nice and slow. I'm really pausing with my knee up. You know, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and then I'm extending out long again. Pushing my right hand away from the floor, so I'm not collapsing into that right shoulder. One more. Okay, come back onto all 4s. Do a few cat-cows, you know, kind of quick. Just getting some blood flow back there. Working on spine flexibility is so important. Okay. We're gonna find a ball or a Pilates ring. You're gonna lie down. We're gonna start with some inner thighs. And we're gonna interchange that with arms. So right now, you've got the ball between your knees and you're squeezing. Your head is nice and relaxed. Just keep it going. Now I want you to hold the squeeze, hold it with all your might. And now I want you to go in an inch and out an inch. Now just hold. And now go in an inch and out an inch. Now hold. I want you to squeeze with all your might. If you're not trembling now, squeeze harder. Okay, in an inch, out an inch. Hold tight, breathe, don't forget to breathe. In an inch, out an inch. Hold and squeeze. Make sure you're relaxing the muscles that you're not working, like your shoulders, your neck, your face, your arms. Okay, add that pulse. We're almost getting close to the finish line with these inner thighs. Hold and squeeze. This is your last squeeze. Make it great. Okay. Take a little break. I'm going to grab a sip of water. I'm going to turn up my AC. We're going to use the ball for hamstring rollouts. So if you don't have a ball and you're doing this class later, you will do bridge walkouts. So let's start here. You've got the back of the heels on the ball. So some people have their feet too far over the ball. It's all about finding that sweet spot. So we should have maybe hip distance between our feet. So here's what we're going to do. Simultaneously, as you pick your hips up off the floor, you roll the feet towards you. You do it at the same time. It's not two separate moves. So bridge up, pull in, squeeze that butt, and then extend out nice and slow. So almost like you're creating resistance when you take it out. Put your butt down. Release everything. And then we start again. Bridge up, pull in at the same time. Take out slow. Let your hips come down and rest. Lift up, pull in. And if you're doing bridge walkouts, you take as many steps as you can, and you go as far as you can without your butt touching the floor, and then you bring it back in. So we're going to do 10 more rollouts here, or walkouts, whatever you're doing. And again, this is not about speedy fast. So you squeeze and lift at the same time. That's the important part. And then when you extend back out, you exercise a lot of control of that movement. When you put the hips down, I want you to relax everything. And then it's all about re-engaging. So when you're rolling your feet back out, I'd like you to be able to at least count to 5. That's how slow you know to go. And while you roll the feet out, you keep your butt up. Once the legs are fully extended, then the butt goes down. But coming up, you do them simultaneously. When we're lifting up, we're trying to get them as high up as possible. Make sure you're breaking the movement at the bottom. So hopefully you're doing your counting. You're getting close. The most important part of this is moving the feet back out nice and slow. This is such a great exercise because you're getting the benefit of core strengthening, and it's fabulous for your hamstrings and your butt. Make sure you're pulling those feet in as close as you can get them, right? It's really about perfecting the move, getting the most out of each rep. I'm doing 2 more. And then we're gonna move on. Get these arms doing something. Okay, that was so fun. Okay, let's get rid of the ball. We're gonna start out with triceps. So whatever way you normally do for tricep extensions, we're gonna be down on the floor. And we're gonna be in a bridge, if we can. And if that doesn't feel good for you while you're doing your tricep extensions, just put your butt down, that's okay. But I got mine up, I got my feet hip width apart. I have my wrists over my shoulders. And I'm gonna start these extensions. As I lower the weight to the shoulder and press back up, I'm keeping no movement. 0 movement between the elbow and the shoulder. Don't let those elbows rock back. That's what most people do. We want to really target this little tiny tricep muscle. Now, if you've got your hips up and you're in a bridge, in 4 more repetitions, we're going to bring our knees and feet together. We're just going to change up the angle. And if your arms get tired, you can either alternate, do 1 at a time, or switch weights. It's always good to explore your weight, so you're not always just going to the same, oh, when I do biceps, I use this weight. When I do tricep, you got to progress, you got to try. So you're either progressing with the ability to do more repetitions, or you're progressing with more weight. Both are beneficial. Okay, let's bring our knees and feet together. Squeeze your knees and give me 6 more tricep extensions while you squeeze your knees. You have 3 more to go if you're keeping pace with me, which is pretty slow and controlled. Keep squeezing those knees. Okay, put those weights down. Whew, shake it out. I'm gonna just grab a quick sip of water. Cheers, happy Saturday. Okay, little hip flexor work while we're sitting here. Feet are in the corners of the mat, your hands are back behind you. You're gonna lean back just a little, not a lot. Keep your spine long. Bring your leg up and over to meet the other foot, and then bring it back. Stay on the same side and do that 8 more times. Get it as high as you can. And you go at a, steady pace. Like 1, 2. Now, if you're not engaging your tummy, you ought to be. Okay, you're getting hard. Oh, okay, I'm done. Other side. Get as much height as you can. Like what happened to me on the other side was when I started to fatigue, I lost my height. And that's okay. You just want to go to fatigue. We all have a side or a leg or a limb stronger than the other. Perfectly normal. Okay, take your feet to the corners of your mat. You're going to walk your hands forward. We're just going to stretch out that low back. So you're rounding, you're bringing your head forward. Big stretch for your hamstrings and lower back. Pull in your belly. Okay, come on back up. Bend your legs. Get yourself up on your feet. We're going to hold here on the toes just for a second. So get really high on the pads of the feet. Should feel good, actually. It does for me anyways. Okay, now come back to a full fold. Let your head go, look through your knees. Now we're going to unhinge, reach and lift, and you're going to come back up to standing. I'm going to use my discs. If you have them, get them. If not, maybe you have a hard surface. You could slide on a towel or a sock. But these are so good and they're super cheap. Good idea to invest in them. Okay, so here we go. If you're not using the discs, I know Sue doesn't feel good doing them. So if you're not using them, you're stepping out and you're just doing a lunge and stepping in. If you are using them, we're going to slide out and slide in. We don't often do this laterally, but it's really good for us. So try not to use momentum. Especially on the way back in. I know it's hard, you just sort of want to bounce in, but I want you to really be dragging the foot if you can. It's working all those itty bitty little muscles that really help support your knees, your hips. Okay, we're going to do it on the other side. So go the other way, slide out, lunge, come back in with as much control as you can muster. We're going to do maybe 4 or 5 more, and then we're going to change direction. When we change direction, we're going to grab some weights. Not really the heaviest ones in your pile, maybe 10s or 12s. Whatever you got, it's not uber heavy. Let's do 1 more. Okay, so you're going to face forward. You're going to pick up your weights. We're going to alternate. One leg's going to slide back and then back in. and then switch, other one. So if you have no gliders, you're just doing a step back lunge. Pretty easy. As you get comfortable with the movement, try to go a little deeper. You're giving me a little forward lean here, and you're coming up with a lot of control. Okay, we're gonna slide the right leg back or step it back. Hold on this spot. Lower the weights till they touch the floor, and then lift yourself back up. So lower down, spine is long, and lift back up. Do it one more time. It's very challenging because you got your foot under that disc in the back. Try the other leg. So slide back, hands down, slide back up. So lower and lift. And if the weights don't get all the way to the floor, that's okay. Still uber hard. Okay, put them down. Now you're going to grab one heavy weight, the heaviest one that you can do a single leg deadlift with. So I'm on my left leg. I have the weight in my right hand. This arm is out to the side. I'm going to come down. I'm going to keep the weight right beside my foot and then come back up. Try to go a little slower than I just did when you're coming back up. Take it down. A lot of balance and muscle control required here. Come back up. You have 3 more on this side, and then we're going to add a little twist because there's nothing like spinal rotation. Okay, 1 more. So we've been taking that weight down to the instep of that front foot. Now we're going to take it to the outside. So I'm going to rotate my upper body, and I'm going to take the weight, you can see, to the outside of that foot and then come back up. So I have a slight rotation of the upper body. It's not huge, but it makes it harder to balance. And it gives your side body a little bit of work to do. And the good news is, we only do 5 of these on each leg. Okay, so 1 more. You've done 5 with the rotation. Come back up. Switch hands with your weight. Start working this right leg. Left leg goes back. Come on down. You're taking that weight inside the foot. And you're doing it 5 times. Your range of motion is what it is, but we always want to try to improve it. So don't shortchange yourself. Okay, so once you've done these 5 regular ones, now we add the rotation. So the weight is going to come down and it's going to end up outside the right foot 5 times. And if you have to limit the range, that is okay. So good for you. Balance challenging, you're using a lot of core muscles, your upper spine, thoracic spine. It's just overall good stuff. Because you have to concentrate on balance, you're so focused you can't even worry about anything else. That's what I love about these exercises. Okay, I'm going to do 1 more. That might be 6, I'm not sure. Okay. Put that sucker down. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to do some rowing for our upper back. So we're going to do 5 rows, 5 bicep curls, and 5 shoulder presses. And we're going to repeat it, 3 times, not 5. 3 times. Ready? So, hip hinge, torso's parallel to the floor. Give me 5 rows. Really get those elbows up nice and high. Now, when you've done 5, come back up, give me 5 bicep curls. Lots of control going down. Nice. Now, 5 overhead presses. You can turn the elbows out and press like this if you like, or you can keep the elbows in and press up. Doesn't matter. Maybe you switch. Okay, let's come back. We have 5 rows. Make them great. Push your butt backwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Give me 5 curls. Keep your posture really fabulous. Nice job. 5 presses, however you want to do them. And let's do the last round of these 5 rows. Little pause at the top is always good because it gives you an opportunity to squeeze. Pull that butt back. Five curls, nice and slow and in control. Spread out the chest, keep the elbows close. Nice job. 5 presses. Okay, put them down. We're going to do a little core. So we're going to find our mat. We're almost out of time. But we're going to squeeze in some planking. So I want you to meet me in your low forearm plank. So that's pretty easy, right? You're in your forearm plank, your legs are straight. You're pulling your belly in. You're going to take 5 breaths here. Now take it to your right forearm, facing the left side of the room. Stack 1 foot on top of the other. 5 breaths. Hips are high. Come back to your forearms. 5 breaths. Left forearm facing the right. Stack your feet. Hips high. 5 breaths. Back to your forearms. Okay, put your knees down, come back up onto your hands. Give me a few cat-cows here before we sign off. Nice, now push yourself back onto your feet, walk your hands back. You're in a full forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. Great job today. Woo-hoo. We are done. Oh, someone's phoning me. Oh, I gotta answer this call for 1 sec. Hello? Yeah, are you there? Okay, that's good. I'll let Sean know. Thank you. He's on his way if he isn't already.